See, oh my god. They are going to be facing off and spawning in the top right hand corner and top right hand corner here of the Old Republic. We have the South Korean Zerg player. We have the blue Zerg representing Weibo Gaming WBG. It is SHIN. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Italian Zerg player. We have the red Zerg representing Basilisk. It is Reynor. Go. As we're getting into the round of 16, again, it's great to see Reynor once again. For those who are curious, Reynor, he is in South Korea. He's been in Korea for a month at this point. It's been quite some time since he has been there, of course. That has allowed him to actually wake up and actually play in some of these open cups. So he has been more active when it comes to the open cup scene. And we have him here playing in this week's WardiTV Monday. Let's go. Is going to be able to compete. For now, is going for a standard opener. We have seen Reynor go back and forth with SHIN. If you recall, in the RSL, Reynor, he was eliminated from the RSL via SHIN in the ZvZ. So Reynor, he was knocked out, and we'll see if Reynor can get his revenge. Bearing in mind, that was a best of 5. That was a longer and a larger series between the two of them. This is going to be a shorter one with a best of 3. So SHIN does have the most recent big win over Reynor. See how Reynor does compare. See how he's learned from that. I mean, that series was very aggressive, if you remember. We had a lot of really early timings. We saw a lot of Spire play, a lot of Muta play, a lot of early Roach production, a lot of punishments here if you joined up a little bit too hard or too heavily. It was a very intense ZvZ. And I don't think a single time did we ever enter like a standard kind of ZvZ game state. Like build up macro up into like 3 base rushes of Roach. That just didn't happen. True. Oh no, he's lost in the Korean rift, Bappy. Oh no. Ah no. Smooch. No, yeah, true. Is that the real reason why he went to Korea? Just to play League on the Korean server? Do you think? No, the real reason why he went to Korea, Pappy. True, true. Just wanted to go to another rift. Ah. Esther Reynor. We've lost him. As of now, Hatchgas Pool, standard opener. We have the Baliness on the way. So far, everyone is mirroring each other. So far, standard openers between our 2 players. So far, at least. Oh. A little micro battle here between Reynor and SHIN. Reynor, he wants that Ling. Ooh, he gets punished. Yeah, he does get punished. Ay, ay, ay. So that was SHIN getting punished, I should say. So nice movement there by Reynor. Very nice. Queen will zone away, and SHIN doesn't lose his Lings, but he does get bullied back. So nice moves out of Reynor behind this. He does have an extra pair of Lings on the way. And we're waiting to see any kind of big commitment into Zerglings, or waiting to see us start to take up into an Evo chamber, Roach Warren, Lair. Where are we headed? That's from here we are building up. Both players building up into roaches. SHIN is going for a delayed Evo chamber. Interesting. It's gonna be more delayed. Making more Lings. Our eyes are on SHIN to see if he drones. Nope, all in. Okay. So SHIN is going to cut workers at 41, so he goes up to some saturation here at the third base. Meanwhile, no Eva Chamber, no upgrades, no +1. He is droning up a little bit harder though. Okay, so he's got 8 roaches on the way. This might just be a fake out. It is not uncommon to feign aggression in ZvZ and to use vision against your opponents. What's the reasoning for this and how do you pull this off? Well, overlords. Overlords do provide you so much vision in ZvZ just because anti-air is very limited early on. So you can see here SHIN, he's going to reveal his roaches to the overlord. He's going to be moving out, and we'll see if he drones up behind this or if he reinforces. He's droning. Yeah, so SHIN is droning. So again, this is a fake out. Fake push out of SHIN. Reynor back at home. Jesus, he's throwing down a wall of spine crawlers. We have spine crawlers on the way. We have the lair on the way as well. So Reynor, he's reacting quite hard to this, and SHIN pulls away. It was a fake out, and Reynor should cancel. Oh, wait. Okay, so Reynor's canceling, which makes sense. This was a fake out, and then it's real. So SHIN, he did drone up a little bit, and then bam, 16 roaches are on the way, and he's luring Reynor into a false sense of security. Reynor is droning. Reynor cancels everything because he believes it was a fake out, but it was a fake out. Oh no. And SHIN, he commits. He's moving out across the map. Here comes the all-in. Reynor, the pants are down. He throws down a wall of spine crawlers because he just canceled them, and he needs them to finish as soon as possible. Oh no. Meanwhile, SHIN, he has almost double the army supply. He has a massive army. +1 range is going to finish, true, so the upgrades are going to kick in for Reynor. That is going to be in his lead and his advantage. Ravagers are ready. And Reynor, can he hold? Can he hold on? Can he survive? Spine crawlers are almost done. Biles connects, and the Banelings that were premature. Yeah, miscontrol there from SHIN. He detonates his own Banelings. And SHIN, can he still break through this? So again, there's 4 spine crawlers behind this. There's still 4 more spine crawlers. SHIN, yep, he has to back up. He has to respect the spines. Pulls to the third base. Ravagers are exposed. Oh, gets baited into the spine crawlers. Lings are breaking into the mineral line. Spine crawlers are pushing forward here, and Reynor, he may barely be able to hold on. It's still close. It has Lings reinforce. Lings, they collapse on the roach. He's going for the Ravagers. Oh no, he goes in with the surround. He tries to, doesn't get them. Now the hatchery is going to fall. But SHIN, ideally this is meant to kill. This is meant to kill. This does cripple Reynor. He will lose 18 drones, will lose the expansion. But again, Reynor, he barely bought enough time. Reynor does survive. And Reynor has better upgrades. But Reynor, he has upgrades. He has +1. Reynor is in a rough position, and we'll see where Reynor takes us from here. Remember, SHIN, he has more drones. SHIN, he fully droned up his third base, is taking gases. Lair is almost done. +1 range has begun, getting into his own mid-game Roach Ravager. And Reynor survives, but Reynor, from here, we get something done. Oh my god. There we go. Overload speed. Overload speed is on the way. Interesting, you typically don't get overload speed unless you plan to go for Drop Lords. More overlords are being hunted down. Spire is on the way for SHIN. Getting into mutas. SHIN, he wants that Ravager. He gets one. Gets one Ravager. And we spoke about it. Here come the Drop Lords. As you mentioned, like, you don't get overload speed unless you do one Drop Lord play. So Drop Lords are on the way. Reynor is cutting workers at 54. He's making more roaches. Reynor, he's forced into an all-in. Being forced in. Now the problem is that Reynor's on a timer because the Spire is coming. Reynor, he will scout, he will confirm the Spire is almost done. And Reynor is aware. And Reynor, he throws down the Hydrogen. If he did plan on pushing, I mean, not anymore. You have the Drop Lord at least moving out, but Reynor, he's droning up. He's droning, he's saturating. Reynor, he's playing from behind. He does have a worse economy. And mutas will give SHIN map control. At least they should. We'll see if we can find the Overlord. This means it will catch some of the Overlords. Overlord speed is revealed. And it's on Reynor to turtle. Oof. As Hydras are not done yet. Gets a queen, gets a couple of drones. Maybe as the Hydras do bunch up. You just don't find a way in. Oh, nice combination here on +2. The drop lord is still off to the side. Still has not committed. And you can see that SHIN, he's not going mass muta. SHIN, he's going into a mass roach follow-up. So he's building up his ground army. SHIN is going to max out first, and SHIN is going to push. Now, the goal here is for SHIN to kill Reynor before lurker tech. If Reynor can get into lurkers, then Reynor can hold and stabilize. If Reynor fails to tech up into lurkers, then SHIN should have enough to break through. But we'll see. Reynor technically has the better upgrades. He has +1 carapace. +2 was delayed for SHIN. They do hit the natural. And here comes SHIN. And collapsing onto that third base. And SHIN, one of the battles does graze his army. And SHIN, he does not have enough here. The Hydras, they do add a bit more DPS behind this. SHIN has to pull away. He has to pull away, rebuild, remax, and do that again. Just has to keep trading. And Reynor's holding on. Reynor, he's opting to not take up into lurkers. He's just rebuilding and remaxing with more roaches. So we're staying on the lair tech army. This is going to be intense. Oh, the Job Lords do come in. I believe the Mutas should be hunting this down. SHIN's out of position. Yeah, completely out of position here. Reynor, he will get the northern base. Drop into the main. Oh, but SHIN did invest into these banelings. They have potential. Banelings have potential. Only if they can connect with the Hydras, though. And they're not. They're trying to break through. Trying to. A lot of roaches do go down, but the Hydras do survive. The Mutas now they're coming in. The other flank there breaks through. And SHIN, he has enough. Yeah, SHIN, he has enough. He completely cleans up the army. Did lose a base, did lose a mineral line, but fun fact, SHIN is still up. He's still up in workers, still has a better economy. SHIN with an advantage does overwhelm. And Reynor, he plummets in supply. And that was it. That was his moment. Right, Reynor, he had to end the game then and there. Reynor, he fails to do so. And again, it was impressive that Reynor survived the first all-in. It was very impressive. But there's no follow-up here. There's nothing else left here for Reynor. SHIN is maxed. While they somewhat graze the army. Somewhat. Jesus. SHIN a little bit trigger happy. Reynor, he does come out ahead when it comes to the overall piles. SHIN having a hard time pushing into the third base. He should just expand, yeah. Should just expand, get a fourth. Just secure a better economy. Rotating over. And Reynor holds. Impressive. Impressive defense. Unfortunately, like again, there's no further tech behind this, so it's still a really rough position here for Reynor. He's now slowly getting a fourth base. As he gets a fourth base, this is where he does expose himself. We bring this up all the time in regards to the Old Republic. It is very difficult to defend your fourth base on this map because of how open it is. And now Reynor's exposed himself, right? Like now, as Reynor expands, now this is a more accessible location for SHIN, more so than the third. As the terrain is working against the aggressing player here. there, Shin. Jesus, there aren't even that many Hydras. Yeah, some movement, but again, Shin, all he has to do is deny the base. Deny the expansion. Meanwhile, we have roaches slipping out across the map. Banelings, they rush in, whilst they do graze some of the Banelings. Easy connections. Banelings, they break on through, and Shin is just going for the kill. He's trying to at least breaks the expansion. At the same time, we have roaches in the natural, we have roaches at the third base. Drones are going down, but Shin will break the third. Breaks the third expansion. Shin getting desperate in his defense. Uh-oh. And Reynor, can he clean this up? He can. Shin, he has to pull out, he has to get out of here. His economy is lackluster. 17 drones go down. And Reynor's counterattacking. Shin is in trouble. Again, just a really messy defense here out of Shin. And we're in a really weird game state where Shin has more bases. Shin technically has more efficient mining. But Reynor does have the potentially higher quality army. I don't know if you noticed, but we do have... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, I don't know if you noticed, but I believe we did have a lurker den on the way, but Reynor did cancel. Did cancel the lurker den. So we're sticking with Hydra or Roach Ravager Hydra. Sticking with a more mid-tier army. Shin, the drone count is just so low here. That one roach drop in the roach run by here, it may just win Reynor the game. The lack of economy. And the thing is that Shin isn't droning. Like Shin, he should be droning up here, but he's not. So the economy is going to just stay low. Now, where this will work for Shin is Shin, instead of droning, he's making more roaches. Just making nothing but roaches here. If Reynor would have pushed soon, then Shin could take a better fight. But Reynor is just calming down. He's establishing his own third base. Reynor now has better mining, a better economy. He has full saturation. I cannot say the same for Shin. I say that is a fully fresh mining base, which Shin does have as well. True. There we go. Now Shin drones. Now he's droning up. Reynor getting another expansion. Once again, Shin out of position. Oh, it was a queen. Oh, God. Yeah, queen goes down. Shin is moving out. I will say that Reynor does have the better army currently. Now he restarts the lurker den. As Reynor keeps dropping back and forth. Picking up more drones. Again, this one drop here is winning Reynor the game. And may have just won it for him. As this drop has been alive for a very long time. Just killing more drones and more drones. More workers. Shin trying to break through, but I believe Reynor should have the defender's advantage. He should have enough reinforcements. And just an awkward angle here from Shin. And Reynor will hold. Reynor, he will hold on. Again, Shin, he did so well early on, but we saw time and time again he would overextend. and maybe not take some kind of attacks as seriously as he should have. And with that, Reynor, he will take a lead. GG gets called. Reynor takes game number 1. Whew. GG. GG, well played. It feels like kind of like Brains versus Brawn here, where I would say that SHIN strategically was like outplaying Reynor, but Reynor with his like just micros, control, his counterattacks, like that was enough to pull him out, to pull him back, and to counterattack and even give himself a lead as well. Really impressive there by Reynor. Again, just non-stop run-bys, non-stop counterattacks. It did cripple SHIN's economy, and SHIN, he in the end, he fell behind. He was down to 36 workers, did not have enough to saturate, did not have enough to actually build up into a longer game. He was all in towards the end. GG. GG, well played. Whew. And Reynor takes game number 1. Let's go. Let's go. But again, a very intense, very back and forth game 1 as well, as we load into game 2 on Title Citadel. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Title, we have the blue Zerg player. We have the South Korean Zerg representing Weibo Gaming, WBG. It is SHIN. Oh, okay. Just going for the extractor trick. And in the top left hand corner, we have the red Zerg player, the Italian Zerg representing Basilisk. It is Reynor. Here we go. Whew. Okay, and welcome once again to Title Citadel. This is one of the more unique maps in the map pool. It is a bit of a larger map, similar to the Old Republic, but also has a very spread out. Oh, hello. Are we good? Okay, Blizzard just died on us. I got scared for a moment. But we do have a very, very spread out third and fourth base. The third and fourth bases are very isolated from each other. They're very spread out, and it can be very difficult to rotate and to defend these bases. Because of that, I'm not opposed to Muta play, for example. I feel like Mutas could be quite solid here on this map. We did see SHIN excel with Mutas previously, where he was able to gain map control and then build up his Roach army as well to break the third. We could see something similar here. We'll see. So now we're calming down. Again, just hatch gas pool, standard openers. From here, we should be taking our third bases, getting our Bailey nests, and from there, we'll see if anyone deviates. That's the moments where we can see a faster Evo chamber or any earlier tech, any cut workers, any link flood. That'll be after the third. So third bases are being taken. Both players, they expand towards each other. Okay. Both players expand on the same side. We have a Bailey nest on the way. And we should soon be seeing one from Reynor as well. Hello. He's going for Link Flood. Okay, so Reynor is skipping Banelings. He's going for a Link Flood. He should be going for Roaches behind this. Oh, no. Okay, goes for a delayed Bailey Nest. Interesting. Link Scout will confirm the Bailey Nest. Does confirm how late it is. And may even get eyes on the Lings. Oh, Bailey not. Lings do pop. Reynor's going for the Flood. And SHIN should be ready for this. Okay, spots to move out with the Overlord. Does spot to move out. We've got our two Banelings morphing in. And SHIN, he has the tools to defend. That's just buy time for the Banelings. Works in, pulls away. So sure doesn't waste those banelings. And so far so good. Does make more lings behind this, going for his own counterattack. We have 12 more lings in production. Shin is committing. He does commit. Gets across. Banelings are going to be done in time. Oh no! Ooh. Shin does notice. Shin pulls away. Oh, a bit of miscontrol with the banelings. Same thing we said for Reynor. A couple of banelings are going to be baited out. Shin, he wants that third base. At the same time, Shin, he will barely defend back at home. Oof. And does he get the third? It's close. Oh my god, barely does. Kills the third expansion at the same time back at home. We do have a transfuse here. Shin, he barely holds on to his own, but can he hold on any longer? Here comes a counterattack. Reynor, he wants that third base as well. Reynor, he wants it. Oh. Reynor, he wants a third. Baneling should zone away. And he gets into the main. Shin is holding. Oh. Shin is holding on. And we're both getting into Roach production. Now, Reynor did drone a little bit further here. Did drone up. As you can see, Shin, he's intentionally not saturated his third base. We'll see if that continues. He's getting another gas geyser. Getting his lair. He's building up his lair. He only got 3 drones just to saturate his gas geyser here. So we do see that Shin is committing. And a big shout out to Blake News. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bobby. For subscribing for 27 months. Thank you. Thank you. Do appreciate it. Again, Shin, he's barely droning. Producing more army. That's Reynor setting up his own push. Oh. Reynor gets caught out. Gets caught up for a moment. I was curious what the layer was going to be for here, and when it is going to be the Spire, not Roach Speed. Okay. Not going into Roach Speed. Shin is still behind economically. He still has been adverse to droning, but now starts to drone up after the Spire. Shin is deflected. The Spire is about to finish up, which is nice and all, but Reynor, he's here to end the game. He's here to kill. He's cutting workers early on, going for a 2.5 base all in, and Reynor, he's here to kill Shin before any Muta play. Again, Mutas, they're nice and all. They can harass, they can do damage. Shin, he knows he cannot defend. He just gives up on the third. And Reynor can just keep pushing. Doesn't have to stop. He can keep going back. He will commit off the ramp. Takes off more roaches. Yeah, nice pickups here by Reynor. Mutas technically will eventually clean this up, but by the time they do, Shin should lose his natural mineral line. He should lose his mineral line, should lose everything. The boys are being pulled. GG gets called. There is no defending against this. And Reynor will take the series 2-0. GG. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, game 1 was a little more chaotic, a little more back and forth, and I would say a little more in favor of Shin. Here in game 2, we saw that Shin was trying to be cheeky, was trying to cut some corners, but this time Reynor punished him. This time Reynor, he was the one that decided to cut workers early at 50. If you remember, he cut workers at 50, built up to roaches, went for the 2.5 base all in. GG. GG, well played. Was able to punish and break Shin for attempting to get into Muta play. GG. GG, well played. With that, Reynor, he will advance on to the quarterfinals, and we unfortunately won't be following him there. Again, we are limited to what Wardi did cover, and Wardi did not follow Reynor into the quarterfinals, but we do wish him the best when it comes to his series there. Instead, we're going to be hopping over to a different match. Going to be hopping over to Lambo versus Cure. Oh